I don't know, maybe it's about 7 plus, 700 over K.
500,000.
600.
Good guess. But it's actually going for 898,000.
1 point something lah, 1.5 or 1.3, I don't know.
2 million,
Around 2 million.
950,000.
We're selling for 1.8 million dollars.
Wow.
Sure, it's 6 million.
8 million.
8 mil.
Close to 4 million.
This is actually going for 9.9.
Ah, you see, very expensive, yes.
HDB is a bit too much.
Still a bit expensive for.
I never say it's reasonable because Singapore is getting higher and higher. All these HDB, those landed properties and condos. So the price is never going to come down.
I think when we look at the property markets, the prices have been rising steadily over the past 10 quarters. Ever since the pandemic circuit breaker measures were lifted, we see there's really a shift. In Singapore, if you look at public housing, for instance, it's affordable to most people. But the problem in Singapore is actually a product mismatch. If everyone is looking to buy a semi-detached home, it's definitely not affordable because the prices have risen quite significantly. And in the first place, the prices have never been cheap. I would say that Singapore, generally, the market is affordable for most of them. It's just that what kind of options and whether they are comfortable with the options.
Now, right, is the rising interest rate also. So everything is like going up. Cannot be the house go down, right?
Singapore is never cheaper lah. It's always going up.
I think we'll go up. Everything just go up and hardly can come down.
Obviously, it's go higher because nowadays the real estate is it's booming, right?
I think it will still get more expensive.
In terms of the prices, I think it will still maintain. And one of the key reasons is because that the unemployment rate remains very low. The labor market remains very tight. In terms of property prices and rentals, it actually depends on the unemployment rates more than the fluctuations in the economic growth. So that will be the key indicator I will be looking at. And of course, there probably will be downside pressures, but I think generally as long as people are able to hold the price trends and the rental trend should maintain. For property prices in the long term, it's likely to increase because from a supply constraint issue and also because Singapore is, reinventing itself. So there's continue to be a lot of economic opportunities for it to grow, and that's why we see that the price should have a long-term upside trajectory. When the cooling measures were imposed, I think the first thing that we should see is a reaction of buyers trying to recalibrate, especially with rising interest rates. Now, when the government increased the supply of BTO flats, it will definitely help the younger couples to get their homes. At this point in time, we saw that there's an increase in demand, so definitely that will help reduce that pressure on upward pressure on prices.